Hello, YTPC. It's Walt again. Just got up for work. Just got in my room. I have to work in 12 hours. It's the same day I'm supposed to re-up my room for another 7 days. And of course, every time they give me a new key, I walk up 3 flights of stairs, come up here just to find out the key don't work. Walk all the way down there, give me another key. Of course, that key don't work. Third time I call them and said, look, I can't walk down these stairs all day. I need y'all to just bring me a key up here. It has to unlock the door. I'm not going nowhere. Just let me in the room. And I wait and I wait and nobody comes. But so I walk back down there. I asked her just give me 3 keys. Scan 3 keys. Let me take all of them up, but one of them has to work. And by then, she goes, oh, he didn't come up there? And I said, no, nobody came up here. She goes, well, I texted him. I said, okay, thanks. I'm just standing up there. It's an outside door hotel, so I'm just standing out there on the balcony. Anyways, he comes up here with me this time. Scans a new key, and this time it works. Anyway, that's what you get, I guess, when you go low budget hotel. But it has its upside too. But today was a long day. So it's, like I said, it's the end of the job. There's a lot of commissioning and stuff going on. We're cutting service on a lot of stuff. Like yesterday we started turning the gas on to the building. And the gas company was out there to monitor their meter or whatever. This meter is about 25 foot long, 10-inch main going inside the building. And we were about 300 foot inside the building just trying to open up something and bleed the air out of it. And he's standing there watching the meter, seeing if it moves, and it's not moving. I said, well, maybe there's some trash in there. So the day they came out and put a new meter in, swore it was working. I had guys on the roof this time at one of the rooftop units break a union loose and bleed the gas out through that way. And they never got no gas, it's air. So I don't know how far down, the whole line's underground, everything's new, so they ain't no telling how far away that gas is for this here, but it's probably blowing all that trash and stuff through that meter and messing it all up. Meters are kind of finicky, but then at the same time, like I said, we're doing a mechanical, so we got carrier units on the roof, so the carrier guy came out there, and my project manager calls me and says, hey, can you meet him out there? I'm like, I do. I don't know a whole lot about these units, but I can take them up there and show them where they're at least. And well, he's a serviceman, so he's already complaining about everything. Like, are the units on? I was like, I don't know. Are they running? I said, I don't know. We get over there and I get the project manager back on the phone. We find out they're not running. He's like, well, I can't do nothing to them then. They got to be running. The compressors and everything has to be warmed up and everything before I could start commissioning them and getting them started and all. Alright, okay. So we spend the next day, the rest of the day, bleeding that gas out. And then last minute, my project manager, as he leaves, he was there that day. As he leaves, he texts me and says, hey, we gotta make sure we get them units started. And I said, okay, how do I start them? I know hit the disconnect, but they were talking about breakers inside the unit that had to be flipped on too. So I sent two guys up on the roof to do that, and they were there until they couldn't find the breakers inside the unit. Called the project manager. He looked through all the submittals or whatever we have on the units. They couldn't find nothing on the units. Finally, I guess he called somebody from Carrier, and they told him where the breakers or switches, whatever you want to call them, were, and they find them, and then they find out they're hard to switch over, so they're so tiny. So these guys up there busting their fingernails trying to get these little switches to turn on, and it was just a mess. They got it. We got out of there. All that just to come in and find my room. Couldn't get in my room. And I don't know what it is because I booked my room through booking.com to kind of get a cheaper rate. And you can reserve it. The longer you reserve it, the cheaper you can get it. So I normally go ahead and book it right after the booking I just had. Once I check in again, I go ahead and book it for the next week. And sometimes, sometimes I go ahead and pay for it. Sometimes I just wait. Depends how much tobacco I'm buying that week. But and I got a big shipment coming from Germany. I never ordered from Germany before, but I got me some stuff, some dock worker and some stuff I never had, haymaker, and what else I get? I found some Germain. This is a pouch Germain, but I wanted to try it. And something else. I think I got me some. I've been looking for some McBaron Dark Twist. They had some of that, and I think I tried some oddball brands, just to justify it. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, in the room. But what so what happens if I normally come down lunch and go ahead and just recheck the room for us checkout time. But this time I couldn't. And one time I was standing in front of him, he went ahead and just did the card he had on file. He ran a card, and it declined the card. Then I get a text from my bank saying, "We stopped somebody from using your card. Was this you charging $4.40 to your card or whatever?" And I click yes. Text back yes. Okay, we're glad it's you. You got another hour to run the card again. And that time I was in front of him, so he just ran the card again. Everything's good. This time I was at work. They were at the hotel, and they was running my card like every 4 hours. They was running it again. And I was like, I don't know if it was them or Booking.com doing it, so I didn't know who to call. So anyway, we got that out of the way. I got a new book coming in. Well, I may have already showed you this. It's been here for a little bit. It's the Target Beirut, about the 1983 Marine Barracks bombing by Jack Carr. If you watch Terminal List, he's the one who wrote Terminal List. It's on what do you call it? Amazon TV. What do you call it? Prime TV or something. Yeah, he's got a whole series out on the Terminal List. It's pretty good about Navy SEAL. And he co-wrote it with a guy named James M. Scott. And James M. Scott, he's wrote a book I want to read. It's called Rampage, The Battle of Manila. It's about MacArthur and the Japanese fighting over, I guess, the city in the Philippines that used to be the Pearl of the Orient. And last time I was in the Philippines, it was not the Pearl. I mean, it's still a pretty place, but some people are living on hard times. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good if you're into history and stuff like that. I like a lot of history. I like the World War II stuff, World War One stuff, and I wanted to give a shout out too. I want y'all. I know I only got like 50 or 60 subscribers, but some of my 50 and 60 subscribers have hundreds of subscribers. So if y'all will, look out for Piper81. He's a new guy, gets to get started, kind of get used to the camera, awkward like me. Well, he's not awkward. I'm deflecting. He's new, and he's just starting, and I don't think he has that many followers yet. So it'd be nice to get him welcomed. If y'all welcome him like you welcome me, that would be awesome. And there's another guy. I don't know if anybody watches him or not. I found him on accident. His name is a Parsons Progress. He's like a reverend or something out in the woods, rebuilding an old Tudor house, living in a caravan, and he's growing tobacco, planting tomatoes. He's talking about getting cows and chickens, and he's just out there smoking his pipe, walks to his mailbox, gets tobacco, gives his tea, gives you a little life lesson, or he was an ex-military too, He talks about being in the army all the time. And I forgot what else he said he did, but he's an interesting fella. He's always buying antiques, stuff that he could use but still looks good. He says if it ain't pretty and it's not practical, you don't need it. So he finds stuff that's pretty and practical. But I don't know. He's probably got plenty of followers. But if you run out of people to watch, give him a look. And I'm about to smoke me some because I've been smoking aromatics for about a month straight now, and I've been finding a lot I like. In fact, I found a new one. It's not new, but it's Rivertown Tobacco Works Sunset Velvet. It's like a strawberry. It's like a cherry vanilla flavor. Like if you're at a cookout or something, or walking down a public street and you're smoking, you'd want something like that. But today, I'm going the other way. I'm going to smoke me some Indaba by HU. It's an interesting tobacco. I haven't had a lot of it, but I had enough to know I like it. And I'm going to smoke it in my corn cob because I just love tasting everything. I love tasting everything in corn cob. I ordered me 2 more Country Gents. I think Country Gent's like the best bargain you get, especially out of corn cobs. I mean, they're only $18, and the other ones are like smaller and fancier, and they like double in price. I mean, it's the same piece of corn. Some of them smaller than this are cost more. I don't understand that, but I just order these. I get different stems and get the forever stems, and these are stems that Missouri Meerschaum sells. And I know it's like y'all probably already know this, but the corn cobs start getting heavy. They get a little weight to them the longer you smoke them. I had 2 state ones over there. Some bitches pretty weighty. This is one I've had for a couple of years. It's pretty hefty. I was thinking that before, and I said, well, maybe that's just the way they're made because they sealed them up real good. But I picked up one of my newer ones, and it's light. It's what you want when you first buy it. This one, it's got a lot of weight. It's getting kind of its own little patina. It ain't got no cake in it. It's not very thick if it is, but yeah, I don't know if you've had this blend before, but it's a ribbon cut. It's a Virginia, a little dark fire, part of their African series. I'm always amazed about Africa. It's one of them weird countries not weird countries, but weird continents that got so much going on in it. I mean, it's one of the weird countries where you can literally just be attacked by an animal sitting in your yard. Yeah, I miss that. That's a good part about being on the Contra Challenge. I'm going to go back to my collection. Or some more stuff of smoking pipe too. I forgot what I got over there. Hmm. Something I was gonna say is that on my contest I was gonna do for Friday, everybody didn't say that was in, which is fine. But some people did specify they're not in. So I'm just gonna put everybody who commented on that last video and didn't say I'm not in, then you're in. And if I contact you, whatever you don't want it, just say give it to such and such, or pick somebody to give it to, and I tell them you said to give it to them. Yeah, this is if you want something different, this is to me this is kind of one of them tobaccos that just got. It's got a lot going on. Not a whole lot going on. Like it's like got like nutty flavors in it. And the hay of the Virginia's in there. I don't taste it yet, but last time I smoked it, as I got down, it got real sweet. Not real sweet, kind of a sweetness. And kind of creamy. Miss Virginia blend is it's real good. It's good to have around if you're ever transitioning from English to a vapor or something. It's good to have this something like this in the middle. Or in my case, aromatics to a or go to probably smoke some English tonight. I'm at work always thinking about what I want to smoke when I get home. Then I get here, the home, the room. Then I get here and I was like, no, maybe I don't want that. Maybe I want something else. I don't know what the room odor is because that's one thing I can never do is do a room odor. I'm barely learning how to detect the flavors. For some reason I can't smell the I can never smell the room odor. I haven't done the thing where you smoke it in your truck and get out and come back in. I don't smell nothing. If you're looking for a good aromatic for the summer, this is a good summer taste. Kind of like I said, a cherry vanilla. Not like not like your regular cherry tobacco. It's like a cherry vanilla, really, like cherry vanilla mixed up. That's been a good one. This is one I was really surprised about. I know, not this one. This is one I'm just now trying. They got like several. There's one more I want to get that they got. I got the mango vanilla in this one. That's the black and bourbon. And here's another one I was smoking. It's the Amphora Black Calvados. I've only had one bowl of it, and I forgot what it tastes like. They're like anything else. Some of them gonna taste the same. Every brand's gonna have their own. It's just like English is like every brand has their own early morning type. They all have their kind of heavier, well, some people call it heavy, uh, nightcap. They all have their own kind of a wine mixture. And the I think these have the same, like they all have their like Captain Black or 1Q kind of Cavendish flavor. Good luck to everybody in the contest. Good luck to everybody who's in the Codger Challenge still. Some good prizes out there. Get you some pipes. If you don't, just reward yourself with another country gentleman. It's one of the best ones to taste this stuff in. That's why I want more of them, just to have some around. I could smoke out of this pipe over and over, and I have. I know it's a dirty pipe smoking, but nothing. I've never had nothing ghost stuff. I mean, I don't really think there's too much stuff that does ghost stuff. But, well, I think that cherry bomb stuff. I ain't smoked it in years, and I don't know if I ever will smoke it again. But I think it will ghost something. There's that other one. I forget the other one called. trying to bid on some pipes on estate, these estate sales. Dang, people go crazy over old, busted up pipes. Instead of fixing them and finishing them up and reselling them, I might just start selling just old, tore up pipes. I mean, this terrible looking, no name pipes. I seen a tray that had like 7 on there. And I'd do $10 at it just to have something to clean up and mess around with, or maybe take the stems off them and put on a different pipe. Frankenstein one up. And that shit was already up at $70 by the time I got off work. I was like, never mind. What you gonna do with them? I mean, even if you sold them all for $20, they're all not gonna be good. Some people who had them pipes back then, they did not take care of them. They threw them away or tossed them in a drawer, and I think that's what they get. It's just a drawer where no codger would just throw his pipes. And when he died, somebody found them. I like the way they always describe them as vintage, rare, handmade. I thought, wow, really? Handmade Dr. Graybaugh? Okay. Now it's getting nutty and creamy. And now I got it good too. I said before, I'm not used to talking and smoking yet. That's another thing. So some of these earlier videos is kind of a training session. So when I get real good, you have to say, I remember Walt when he was laying in bed doing videos. He didn't have all that production behind them. Hopefully I don't hear my neighbors out there cussing on the patio. Be upset about something out there. Maybe some kind of turf war between the Econo Lodge and the Best Western next door. Yeah, now it's nutty. Now it's nutty. The sweetness was there and gone. My habit lately has been once I do taste the flavor, I start smoking it too fast. Another reason I've been smoking more aromatics, it teaches me to slow down or pay the price. Got some good channels to watch too from y'all suggestions, some of the stuff y'all watch. I haven't been a really big gun guy. I'm gonna get one. I think my wife's got one that her dad left her when he passed away. A revolver. I guess as I was younger, I always thought I was a trained weapon, but probably not. And I'm older now. I feel big and bad too. I have to walk up a flight of stairs. So God forbid if I have to chase anybody for protection. To the point now, I'd probably rather have a gun. Mostly just so I wouldn't have to get out of bed. Nice kid. I probably don't need no gun. I need a hush now. Yeah. If you ever want something different, get you a 10 of that. I got another 10. Maybe I give it away on my 100. Somebody asked if I was going to keep, what am I going to do when I get 100? What am I going to do when I get 150? Guess what? I got, the room's kind of messy, but I'm going to show you what I got going on. But did I show you already? Give you a quick glance. So That's the bag. I bring the jars up in. There's some jars back there. There's some jars there. There's some jars there. And over yonder, there's a whole stack of boxes. So yeah, I can. I'm probably could give some away. And that's not even the house yet. I'm not quite Dave in Wisconsin, Wyoming's status yet, where he has a cellar in 2 cities, but I got more mail coming Saturday. My wife comes up here Saturday, she's gonna bring me some more packages. I have my German shipment then. I got something else I'm excited to try, but I ain't had this yet. Some English breakfast in an old paint can. Something old school about that. I remember when I think Milton's used to come in had a top like that. Oh, I've talked about this before. My, this ain't the good one, but this is off of Amazon. It's a dark tea. I was talking to Carrie about it one day, a little bit, in somebody's comments. I don't know if you can see it, but look how dark it is. And it has a smoky flavor. The one I got from Whistling Kettle was more smokier than this one. But I knew I was running out and I wouldn't have time to wait for it to come from Whistling Kettle, so I got it from Amazon. And that with the little Italian creamer is perfect with a Virginia. I tried it with dark fire. The two of them together just put like a wax coating in my mouth. I don't know if it's the creamer or what. It's almost like this tobacco though. It's like sweet, nutty, smoky, and that's my relaxing point. When I come home from work, that's what I'm ready for. A pipe, a cup of this tea with a little bit of creamer in it. And I got this coffee pot. It's a Ninja. You can put grounds in it, or you put the K-cups in it. And I just I got these little tea bags. I can fill this stuff up in there, put it in there, close it, make 1 cup, put some hot water in. Then I take the tea bag out top, drop it in the cup, and watch the milk darken from the tea bag. And I never know what to do with the tea after that, because there's still a lot of tea in there. So sometimes I try to put another tea bag in there with it and run 2 of them, or I try to open this tea bag up, add more into it. But I've seen other forums, I've been reading on tea and stuff, and it seems like people reuse their tea leaves a lot. It's perfect with this blend right here. But thank y'all. Like I said, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all you that watch. It's really help my confidence up to get to make more. Sometimes I think about everything I want to do in one, just to have something put together, and then I forget it. I write a few things down, but not important. Just so I remember. Names is the main thing. I can't remember the, ID names, whatever for different contests and stuff. And there's a lot of them that sound the same, so it's hard to tell because there's a lot of P names that start with P, and that's not Pipers. It's Pastor, Pandaman, Pandering, Pesty. Well, anyway, y'all have a good night. try you some Indaba and let me know what you think. Let me know if you've had it. And tell me any HU tobaccos you had. Cause I don't think I've had any but that one. I think that's the only one I've had. So let me know what's your favorite HU tobacco so I know what to buy next week. And let me know if you've had the English breakfast. Just something I should go ahead and crack open and have a bowl, or should I just let that age a little bit more? I don't know what the age is on this. 2026 it says. Alright. Thank you. Y'all have a good night. And what's tomorrow? Thursday? Friday? When I get home, get a chance, get cooled down, maybe get a drink in me. I got a little spinning wheel app and get ready to send some tobacco off. Thanks, y'all.